Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today is going to be update number 5 of my deck of panning series. If you have not seen the series, I will leave the playlist linked in the cards, but basically randomly cards pick what makeup I use every month and I set goals for how many times I want to use them. It's supposed to be a fun way to help you use the products that you already have. So if you want to shop your stash, if you're on a low buy, a no buy, or you just want to see if fate is favoring me or not in today's video, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you've not already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week. It is totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again in the future on the channel to talk all things makeup. So for this month's video, I will be choosing 2 new cards. Not as many as I wanted to. There are 5 possible new cards for those of you who might be new to this series, depending on how much you actually accomplish in your previous month's goals. So I'm proud to say that today I'm wearing the Kaleidos Lip Clay in shade Agave. I've had this one in rotation since the very first time I did this video, and I only was going to use it 10 times, and that's all I used it. Right now, time 10, I'm wearing it right now. It was hard to use this that many times, and this is partially why I love this series, because it has shown me more of like what I'm naturally actually gravitating to, what's really easy for me to use 10 times, and what things like this are super hard. So that's just good info for me as I'm shopping to know, hey, maybe as much as you love these kind of colors, you're not wearing them as much as you think you are in your mind. Like, who you are as a person in your head is not the persona you are necessarily going for all the time. So that one is done. We'll be replacing that one. And then we'll also be drawing a card to replace the Adept Cosmetics Ketracel White. I actually used it again also today for my 10th time. As highlighter. This shade Founder is what I'm wearing today, but here is this palette if you haven't seen it. And I really do like this one, and I used, I think, all 4 of the pans throughout the 10 times. But again, as much as I actually love this product, but I found I was like, oh, I'm not actually reaching for this on a normal basis as much as I thought. Like, I thought this would be an easy one, and it was doable. Obviously, I did it still in 1 month, but it was more of a challenge than I expected it to be. The items that are staying in rotation, I'm not drawing a new card to replace them, are the Laura Geller Red Carpet Ready palette for face and eyes. I had said that I would pan the Moon Dust Illuminator shade. There you can see maybe a little progress in the corner, but I mean, we can still see the embossing. So I don't know how much longer we've got, but certainly didn't pan it. So that one's gonna stay in the series. I did use a few times the Menagerie liquid lipstick in the shade Cricket that was on our list, but I did not quite hit 10 times. So I've got to use that one some more this next month, but I'm hoping I can get it done in the next month. However, the fact that it took me 6 months basically to get this 10 times makes me think maybe this one will be around a couple more months. We'll see. I'm going to try. I also know that I set myself up a little there doing 2 different lips that were like bold lips in the same project, so I kind of did that to myself a little bit. Then the Morphe Spark highlighter, that was the one I pulled for a broken item, so I can only kind of tip it to you and show you because it is just in so many pieces. I didn't use that as much as I thought because I've been trying to use up this actually like broken component. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and I've just got a little bit there in the corner so you can see. So I've been focusing on that one just because I'm so close to getting it done for my planning to pan 24 products in 2024. I'll leave that video linked as well if you haven't seen it, that I kind of neglected this one, but that's what I plan to move on to when I'm done with the Maybelline. So hopefully I can both finish the Maybelline and make some progress in the Morphe one for the deck of panning project this month. So now we're on to the fun part. We're gonna draw for our new products, our 2 new cards. I wish it was more than 2, but that's just how it is, and we gotta be honest with ourselves. It is what it is. So things have been kind of hectic for me. I'm getting married in 6 days, and if you've been married before and you've done the whole like big wedding thing, like it's a lot of planning, it's a lot of moving parts, it's a lot of stuff. So time and energy has been devoted to other places. All right, for our first card, we've got the 9 of clubs. We're gonna go here to the chart, and that is oldest. Oldest what though? Let's see what the prompt says, just for fun, for oldest. It says of any category, not your entire collection. So oldest bronzer, oldest concealer, like it could be any category. Interesting. So let me think about that for a minute. Okay, so for oldest, this is also on my planning to pan 24 items in 2024, so I'm going to kill 2 birds in 1 stone. This is a little one, so it should be achievable, but I'm not going to say a certain amount of times. I'm just going to say totally use it up. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer with hyaluronic acid. One of my favorite primers of all time. I have babied it so much, but it's discontinued. They don't even make it anymore, so I know it is, if not the oldest, one of the oldest in my collection, so I'm gonna count that as the oldest primer, and we're gonna totally use that up before I can redraw another card in this project. Okay, we've got one more card. Okay, we got the Joker. Oh, the Joker. I don't think I've gotten a Joker yet. Okay, so for the Joker, apparently I'm supposed to pick something that I really don't want to pan, and I have to pan it, and because it is of a black suit, that means it has to be a powder. So I have to pick a powder that I really don't want to pan. So it doesn't say it has to be something you hate using, but it could be something new, something you like love, and so you don't want to use up, but I've got to think about this a minute for a powder that I'm going to pan that I don't really want to. All right, you know what? I might as well. I already have this as another prompt in this project, and this is something I don't really want to pan just because it's boring and I've been neglecting it. But I am getting closer on Soft Petal, the middle shade, and in my 24 products to pan in 2024, I wanted to hit pan in all 3 of these. I've already got the Moon Dust Illuminator as one to pan before I can move on. I'm going to go ahead and add Soft Petal as another shade that I have to pan to draw another card for in my deck of panning. I didn't really want to pan it just because in the summer I like more makeup like this. Like I like to play, be creative, be colorful. This is my quick, easy, functional makeup for like work in the school year, but I can probably force myself to use this like for a transition shade or to set my primer or something like that. Blend the edges maybe on some looks, but that's the one I'm gonna choose as my Joker shade. Wow, so this update really surprised me because normally I have to set like 10 uses or however many, but since I'm gonna totally use one up and totally pan one for my new items, yeah, there's no amount to set. It's just using it till it's gone or using it until there's pan. So let me know, have you tried doing this on your own? Have you tried this series? I genuinely do think it's been a fun way to incorporate things into my makeup and think more about how I can pair things together to get more use out of them. So I'd highly recommend it. And yeah, guys, thanks so much if you made it all the way to the end. I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!